this video, we'll be looking at the completing square method. To understand this method, it is important to know these two identities. So if this is the general form of our quadratic equation, we need to convert it into either this form or this form. So let's look at an example. So here we know that we'll be using the first identity as it's x squared plus 5x. So we'll be using the a plus b whole square identity. So our a will always be x, and it is important to keep in mind that the coefficient of x squared should always be 1. So we're going to convert x squared plus 5x into this form, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. As our a is always x, we're going to write x squared plus 2a is x, b. Now b will always be half of the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x here is 5, so b will be 5 by 2 plus b squared, so b is 5 by 2. Now we added this 5 by 2 by ourselves, so we're going to subtract it once as well to keep the equation balanced, plus 6. Now we need to convert this form into a plus b whole square. So we're going to convert this as this is the a square plus 2ab plus b square into a plus b whole square. So our a is x and our b is 5 by 2. We'll write this as x plus 5 by 2 whole square. Then we'll simplify this. So minus 5 square is 25 and 2 square is 4 plus 6. So let's simplify this further. The LCM would be 4. From here we'll get minus 1 over 4 as minus 25 plus 24 is minus 1. We'll take minus 1 over 4 to the other side. And as we need to find the value of x, we're going to take the square root on both sides to get rid of this whole square. Whenever we take a square root, we get two values, a positive and a negative value. So we'll write plus minus with this. The square root of 1 over 4 is 1 over 2. So from here we'll get 1 over 2 minus 5 over 2 and minus 1 over 2 as it's plus minus 5 over 2. So from here we'll get minus 4 over 2, which is minus 2, and minus 6 over 2, which is minus 3. So these are the two solutions for the quadratic equation. Let's try another example. Now here we'll be using the second identity as it's x squared minus 5x. So we'll be using a minus b whole square. So our a will be x, so x squared minus 2x, as and b will be 5 over 2 again as the coefficient of x is 5. We're going to subtract 5 over 2 whole square once. Then we're going to write this whole thing as a minus b whole square. So a is x, b is 5 by 2. So x minus 5 by 2 whole square minus 25 by 4 plus 6. Then we'll simplify this. We'll get minus 1 by 4. And going to take minus 1 by 4 to the other side and take the square root. So we get x minus 5 by 2 plus minus the square root of 1 by 4 is 1 over 2. Then we'll get 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. From here we'll get 6 over 2, which will give us 3. And from here we'll get 4 over 2, which will give us 2. Now 3 and 2 are the solutions for the quadratic equation. Let's do one last example. Now we know that it is important for the coefficient of x squared to be 1. Here it's not 1. So the first step would be to make it 1. So we're going to start with taking 6 to the other side. As the coefficient is 3, we're going to take 3 common. We're going to take it 3 to the other side. Minus 6 divided by 3 would give us minus 2. So now the coefficient of x squared is 1. So our a is x, and we'll be using the first identity, the a plus b whole square identity, as it is x squared plus 11 over 3x. So our a is x. Our b would be the half of 11 over 3, which is 11 over 6. We're going to subtract 11 over 6 as well. Now we're going to write it in the form of a plus b whole square. Our a is x, our b is 11 over 6. So x plus 11 over 6 whole square. We're going to take minus 11 over 6 whole square to the other side. So minus 2 plus 11 over 6 whole square. So 11 square is 121 and 6 square is 36. So the LCM would be 36. 36 into 2 will give us 72. So minus 72 plus 121 gives us 49. We're going to take a square root on both sides. We're going to get x plus 11 over 6 plus minus the square root of 49 is 7 and the square root of 36 is 6. So we'll get two answers, 7 over 6 minus 11 over 6 and minus 7 over 6 minus 11 over 6. From here we'll get minus 4 over 6, which simplifies to minus 2 over 3. And from here we get minus 18 over 6, which simplifies into minus 3. Minus 2 over 3 and minus 3 are the answers for the quadratic equation.